Hello everybody and welcome back to my channel. My name is Jen. Today we're gonna be getting into a makeup tutorial. I'm gonna go in full detail. This is my before, which absolutely not. And then this is my after. It's just a nice soft glam look, super pretty, and you can wear it literally anywhere. So I also wanted to go ahead and show you guys my cute little outfit. Nothing crazy or anything, but I really love this top. It has like these really pretty bell sleeves and it's see-through. And then I just paired it with these pointy shoes to make it nice and classy. So let's get right into this. I'm gonna start by prepping the face. I'm using my Badescu Orange Blossom Spray. I do put this on my face and my chest and just kind of wave that around a little bit. Then I'm gonna go right in with my my face lotion. I'm going in with the Olay Active Hydrating Lotion. I'm gonna start by taking off my little bit of residue that I had from the day before. So I just wanted this video to be super real for you guys, see what it's like for me on an everyday basis. And so yeah, after I'm done cleaning up my eyes, then I'm gonna go ahead and put the lotion all over my face. I like to work my way in circular motions and work upwards because you always wanna work up when you're working on your face. Also make sure to put lotion on your eyelids. Then I'm gonna go in with a primer. I usually wait about 5 minutes to go in with my primer, but obviously this day I didn't because I was filming, but I'm just putting a little bit on my finger. I wanted to show you guys how much I use too of this. It's the Makeup Forever Step 1 Equalizer Primer. I really suggest it if you have a lot of pores like me. I have a lot of pores in like my T-zone area, so I do like to put that all over the middle areas of my face and just work it outward and really work that into the skin. Then I'm gonna go in with my foundation. I'm using the MAC Studio Fluid Foundation and I am mixing that with Maybelline Matte and Poreless. It's a really good combination just because the MAC Studio Fluid has a little bit more coverage, and then Maybelline is always good because it's nice and affordable. Then I'm gonna go ahead and use my makeup spatula and just kind of mix the two, and then I'm gonna go in with my favorite foundation brush. It's the Morphe G6, and I'm gonna start with the middle areas of my face. I'm gonna push that into the skin. I have a lot of discoloration in this area, so that's the area that I start with, and I wanna start on the inner parts of my face and work outward just so it blends really nicely. So again, I'm gonna start buffing that into the face. I just go in circular motions at first and put it all over the surface of my face, and then my chin area, and then under my eyes. And again, I'm going in circular motions as I'm doing this right now. I get around my nose, make sure I go right over my lips just a little bit. And then I'm gonna start buffing out on my forehead, getting nice and close to the hairline and going in circular motions for that as well. And then I'm gonna go right over on my eyelids just for some extra coverage. This day I was having a lot of discoloration and obviously a lot of hormones that day, so definitely wanted to give some extra cover up. Now I'm gonna go in with my concealer. I'm using the Maybelline Age Rewind Concealer. I mentioned this in my favorites video. It's a really good concealer. It's super fun to use. And yeah, you can see that I put it under my eyes, on my nose, on my Cupid's bow, a little bit on my nose, around the mouth area, on the forehead, and under my eyes. And then what you're going to do is you're going to be highlighting. This is going to highlight the areas of the face and it's gonna bring dimension. So I'm super excited about it. Then I'm going to use that same G6 foundation brush that I use, and I'm gonna use that to buff in this concealer. And basically I am just pressing it into the skin, doing circular motions as well as stippling motions, which is just like pouncing with a brush. But it's a really good way to work that concealer into the skin. See, that is a stippling motion right there. And then, yeah, I'm just blending it in with my foundation. So now I have a nice and seamless coverage instead of all the discoloration that I had before. So I'm just working that into the skin, stippling and buffing. See, nice and covered, yay. Then I'm gonna go in and set those areas that I just put the concealer. I'm using the Anastasia contour kit. It's like a brightening powder. So the reason I'm gonna use that is because it is gonna have a little bit of a brightening effect versus just going in with like a regular powder. I am using the MAC, what is this? The 109 brush. I really like it because it fits right into my sockets of my eyes. And again, I am pushing that into the skin. I am not swiping when I do this step. I'm pushing that setting powder into the skin to set it, and that's gonna prevent creasing. It's gonna lock in that concealer, and then that is when I'm gonna go in and set the entire face. And I am using the MAC goodie, but an oldie but a goodie. It's a MAC compact. It's the NC35, the Studio Fix. It is a full coverage powder foundation. You could actually use this just by itself, but I use it as like a double power mechanism, if you will, for my face. So I'm just putting that all over the skin with my G4 brush. This is my favorite powder brush. I love this brush by Morphe. It's so good. By the way, any of the brushes that I use today will be just posted into the description so you guys can see exactly what I used today. Then I'm gonna go in with my Kat Von D Shade and Light palette. I'm using a contour brush by MAC. It's the, I believe, 168. And as you can see, I am going to find the hollows of my cheeks, and I'm just going to place it where I want. I'm not exactly blending it in yet. I am just placing it where I want it to go right now. So very important. That's why it looks so harsh right now. And then on my forehead areas, I will place it, and then I will do circular motions in order to blend it out just a little bit. That's the way that I like to do it. I put a little bit on the sides of my nose just to make it appear a little bit thinner, and then under my bottom lip to make the lower lip seem a little bit more plump, and again in those hollows of my cheeks. If you ever don't know where to put the contour, you can actually feel with your 3 middle fingers on your face, and you can actually feel the anatomy of your face, and you can figure out exactly where that contour is gonna go. So yeah. After I'm done doing that, I like to check it out. Sorry about my hair in this video. It is a hot mess. I'm about to have a little dance party. Excuse me for a moment. I love dancing when I do my makeup. When I'm doing my makeup and in the car, those are the times that you will find me rocking out, I swear. Then I'm gonna go back in. Then I'm gonna go in with my MAC 129 brush. This is the brush that I use to just like blend everything on my face. It's a really good brush because it has really harsh bristles. Then I'm gonna examine the look, and then I'm gonna start with brows today. I do have an eyebrow tutorial. I will put that also in the description, but I actually wanted to show you guys what I do. Right now I'm showing you guys that I need to get my eyebrows done, so they're a hot mess, but yeah, I wanted to show you guys exactly how I do my brows again, just for like a little bit of an update. But yeah, I start with the inner parts of my brows, and then I go right in with the tail. I think the tail is super important because it's gonna lift your eyes, and you're making like a lifting appearance. And then I basically make like lines, and I carve out the brows, and then I will push around the product in the middle. So I'm turning the brush left, right, upside down, as you can see, to work that color right into the skin. But that is how I do my brows. And like I said, I do have an eyebrow tutorial, but I just wanted to show you guys again, just because I think it's super cool to watch brows, and not a lot of YouTubers do it anymore. And it's super unfortunate because I just love this step. And everybody does their brows differently, so I like to show my technique. But again, yeah, I just carve it out, and then I do the tail. The tail is, I have to do right away, as well as the inner corner. I don't like the inner corner to be too harsh, just enough to just enough to have like definition, if you will. But yeah, I just carve out the brows with that angle brush. And I love that brush so much. It's, I believe, the 266 by MAC. It's such a good one. So So then I'm gonna blend that out, and I just kind of go up and down with the brush, and then I go side to side on that inner part right there. So I go side to side, put it upside down, and that brush really does the work for you. And then I'm just gonna comb that out using my Sephora eyebrow brush. And I guess my song was so good at that moment. So a little bit of head waving. And I don't know what that is. Then I'm gonna go in with a Pixie palette this day. It has really beautiful colors, and I'm going in with this medium toned brown. You can use any brown that you have in your kit. And then I go in, I don't know if this is the MAC 217 or the Morphe 433. Seriously, they're so hand in hand. You could use either one, but I'm gonna go ahead and work in that transition shade. So again, this is the transition area. So whenever you're working with eyeshadows, you always wanna have a transition area to make the colors like gradient. So I just go in circular motions and windshield wiper motions, back and forth, back and forth. And again, I wanted to show you guys how much time I do put into this, just so you guys have an idea of how the blending process works. Because I think, again, because YouTubers, we fast forward so much, I think it's sometimes nice to slow it down a bit and actually see the steps that we take to achieve an actual look. So again, I'm going back and forth, making sure that they are as symmetrical as possible. And blending that out until I like it. Then I'm gonna go in with a smudger brush. This is the brush that I use to do my bottom drop shadow. I use this brush just because it's nice and soft. Again, this is a smudger brush. This is actually for eyeliner, but I use it to put that drop shadow area because I have really sensitive lower, that area on my face is just super sensitive, so I have to use this brush. It has really soft bristles, and I like that it's rounded on the edges and just super easy to use. And then what you can see that I did right there is I kind of made that outer corner a little bit harsh on purpose, just to make sure that that part is really nice and dark, and then I blended it out with the M433. Then I will go in with the the E40 brush, and I will blend out that drop shadow, looking up as I do that, going back and forth. Then I'm gonna go in with my palette that I made myself. I'm using the MAC Bronze shade. I was obsessed with this shade at the time that I filmed this video. This video is I filmed about a month ago, I wanna say. So it's a little bit old as far as like time-wise, but it's kind of funny how us makeup artists, like, our moods change, because I was super into this bronze shade at that time. But yeah, I had to go to my daughter's school at this time, so I just wanted a nice soft glam look. So I really love this bronze shade by MAC. I just think it's so, so beautiful. And then I'm gonna go in with the MAC 224 brush, and I'm gonna blend everything that I've done so far. This is more of a harsher blend, and again, I'm just making sure that it's nice and symmetrical. And then if I wanted a little bit more of that transition shade color, so I'll go back in with that M433. Then I'm gonna use another M433 brush that I have, and I'm gonna go in with that chocolatey shade. I'm gonna go and put that into the corners of my eyes, just for some dimension. This is gonna make a really pretty look when your eyes are open and you're looking like head on. It's also gonna make it have more gradient effect with the bronze, and then the transition, and then that dark chocolatey shade in the corner areas. So again, I am pressing that into the skin, and then I'm also blending as I do that as well. And I just go back and forth, making sure that it's symmetrical. If you see me looking to the left, it's because I have my big vanity mirror right there, and I like to look at both areas just to make sure that it looks good from far away as well as close up. That's just a good makeup artist tip. I think every makeup artist will say that, because sometimes it can look bomb up close and not far away. Then I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop gel liner. I've been loving these liners. They're so good. They're $6. Super easy to use. You don't have to worry about having a sharpener on hand, because you just turn it to open it. But again, I'm just lining my eyes. I like to start with the outer part of my eyes and then work my way inwards. The inner part of my line I like to have nice and thin, and then the outer part of my line I like to have a little bit thicker, just to make my eyes appear a little bit more catty in shape. A little bit of a dance party always helps. But yeah, this time, I guess on this eye I started with the inner part, but again, I usually do start with the outer part, and I like my liner to have a gradient effect as well. I like it to be thinner on the inside and thicker on the outside. Then I'm gonna go in with a different color by the ColourPop, also a gel liner. This is in the shade Get Paid. I freaking love this shade. The other shade was No Shame, by the way. And all of the products that I use today will be in the description below as well. But this shade, Get Paid, is super pretty. It's like a goldy shade, and I got it specifically for my inner corner or inner waterline. Then I'm gonna go back in with the No Shame color and just line the bottom of my eyes. So again, I'm having, not only do I have an inner waterline color, but I also have the bottom liner to tie it all together and make the eye nice and cohesive and come together. I'm just examining it, making sure that it's nice and precise, and then I like the bottom corners of my eyes to be a little bit thicker, just like I did at the top. And then I'm gonna bring out that liner just a little bit more to make my eyes appear a little bit bigger and a little bit more catty. Rare. Then I'm gonna go in with my mascara. I'm making that face because I'm sorry I have like the same mascara as always, but sorry, not sorry. It's just such a good mascara and I love it so much. But it's the Maybelline Full and Soft mascara. If you've never tried it, I really suggest it. It has a perfect size brush and I love it so much. But again, I work at the base of the lash and I wiggle my way upwards. I don't have to worry about it being too perfect because I am gonna go in with some false lashes, but you do wanna go in with your mascara before your false lashes. I get asked that all the time. And if you guys know that song, you guys are my kind of people. But then I work on my bottom lashes and just coat those. The bottom lashes are super important to me. I believe that they open up the eyes. Then I'm gonna go in with a white shade by MAC. I don't remember the name of this one right now, but I basically just use this that day because I need to get my eyebrows done. So this is a nice little trick if you need to get your eyebrows done. Then I went and did my inner corner and my lashes off camera just because my camera actually died. But this is what we're working with now. I have my lashes on and I'm just examining the look. And I wanted to show you guys what I had so far. Then I'm gonna go in with blush, and this is my MAC palette that I made myself. I love this palette. I'm going in with Melba that day. I just love that color. I start at the apples of my cheeks and work my way backwards into the hairline, and I go in circular motions so I can blend it at the same time. I love blush. I think it's super beautiful and makes the face nice and youthful. And I really suggest going a little bit heavier on the blush because that's the first thing that's gonna go away. Then I'm gonna go in with my highlight. I'm using Ofra You Do You. It's my favorite highlight. I actually have been using a different one lately, but I'll get into that a little bit more in the future. But at the time, like I said, about a month ago, I was still obsessed with You Do You by Ofra Cosmetics. I put that above the eyebrows, again, for a lifting effect, but also if I was basking in the sun where the sun would naturally shine. I do the tip of my nose, Cupid's bow, and right above the blush. Then again, I'm gonna use that MAC 129 brush to blend everything out on my face. And again, excuse this hairdo, you guys, OMG. Does anyone else out there have frizzy hair like I do? Lord help us. Then I'm gonna go in with my Morphe setting spray, shake it up a bit, and then just spray it all over the face. I love the setting spray. It is such a good one. It's super affordable, and it literally does lock in that, that look. And then I'm gonna have another dance party because that's how excited I am over makeup. And then I'm gonna shake up my All Nighter by Urban Decay. It's also another setting spray. Oh, hold on, excuse me. Totally at a sneeze, checking on my lashes, making sure that they're good to go. And I realized that something was wrong with the glue on this side, so I actually went in with my liner again. Again, I wanted this video to be super real for you guys so you guys can see how it is for me when I'm just at home doing my makeup on my own. I don't want you guys to think everything's just so perfect. There are some bumps in the road sometimes, you guys. So I just like my glue to be nice and covered, so I just went over that with the liner again. But I did use the setting spray. I guess I did it off camera, and so yeah, that's not actually in here. Then I went in with a liner. I wasn't really feeling that liner, so I changed my mind, and I just went in with my ColourPop. I believe this is Magic Wand by ColourPop. It is a satin liquid lip, and as you can see, it's just such a pretty nude. It has a little bit of a brown tone on me, but I really like it a lot. So I am just, I kind of make a liner with this liquid lip anyways, so I don't usually use a liner. Every once in a while if I want my lips to look a lot bigger than I will. But yeah, that's the color of that shade. I really like it. Then I'm just waving it so it dries a little bit faster. Then I'm gonna go in with my perfume. This is Chloe, this is Love Story by Chloe. I love this perfume. It smells so amazing. And every time I spray it, I swear it's like a slice of heaven. But yeah, that is the look. I hope you guys enjoy it. It's just a nice soft glam look, and you can wear it literally anywhere. And so yeah, let's go right into the little outfit. I just wore some leggings, and again, I love this top so much. I believe it was from Macy's, might have been from Nordstrom, but it does have like the bell sleeves. And then that's the back of it. And again, one more shot of the makeup. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I love you guys so much. Sorry about my voice. Have a good day. I love you, and thank you so much for watching. Mwah.